Hello YouTube and welcome to day number 132. Today I've been very busy. I've been to the gym. I hit upper. I've made a new upper session. I'll chuck it in now, but it's nice. I'm trying to prioritize chest and arms a bit, and I'm kind of falling out of love with bench pressing. So I'm only going to bench once a week, and it's going to be more hypertrophy style. I don't care. I'm getting a strong bench, like enough to prioritize it right now. I feel like I'm cutting. I'm gonna just try and prioritize keeping the strength that I have and maintaining some muscle mass, even growing potentially, because I'm not, too advanced where I'm not going to be growing. I've got a new split and it's lower, upper, rest, probably rest actually. I haven't figured out the rest days properly, but it's lower, upper, and then rest however long I need. Then it's legs, push, pull. I don't like hitting legs and pull next to each other. And I don't like doing legs after doing upper. I feel like it's very taxing on your mind. So that's the reason I've done it how I want. Or I've done it like that because, I've done it how I want. I'll just chuck it all in now. I don't care. You can have my split. It's personalized to me. So, I don't know. I don't know if you should be just copying my split. That doesn't sound too clever, but you can take inspiration from my split. But aside from the gym, today I've been very busy in the kitchen, as you might be able to tell from my apron. I don't know why I still have the apron on. I think I was supposed to take it off. I forgot. But I have been making a chicken stock for the first time. Yeah, it is interesting. Because I've had a roasted chicken carcass for 1 or 2 days. I put it in the freezer because I made roast chicken with my mum, and it was delicious. It was damn good. Okay. I didn't use any butter, but I smothered it in oil. Not too much, like just, a normal amount of oil. And then I put lemon juice on there. I seasoned it, and I put lemon juice on there, and that was good. I had potatoes and carrots with it, and it was amazing. I forgot to get more carrots though, so there's no carrots in my stock. There's just chicken remains and onion, and apparently you're supposed to blacken the onion first. So I did blacken. I cut the onion in half. I kept the skin on. I did try and wash underneath the skin, just by lifting it a tiny bit, and just scrubbing it. But I kept the skin because obviously they're making a stock, so it doesn't really matter. It's not like I'm going to be eating it, and I cut it in half and I put it face side down on a very hot stainless steel pan, and I just seared the living hell out of it until it was black, just the face, and then I put it in the stock, and now I need to let it simmer for 2 to 3 hours. It still has another hour 50 left. Hour 50? Yeah, another hour 50 left. I was finding it hard to skim off the scum, because you're supposed to skim off all the bubbles that come to the top because it makes your stock clear. And I thought, okay, who cares if your stock's clear or not? But then I was reading some more, and some comments said that if your stock is cloudy, then apparently it will go off quicker. I'm not sure how true that is, but it scared me enough to skim the stock. So I skimmed all the scum off the top, and yeah, here I am. I'm chilling now, but I do need to go check on it. So I might go check on it now, actually. Good idea. That's going to be hot. Look at that, mate. Okay, hello. I just spoke to my camera for 20 minutes and I wasn't even recording, which is really annoying. Basically, I was saying something about cast iron skillets. You just saw my cast iron skillets. I'm so bummed out that I wasn't recording. That was a decent conversation, but I was yapping. Anyway, cast iron skillets, I've reseasoned them because, well, I don't know, why not? I'm using the oven, I might as well reseason my cast iron. So I've put a thin layer of oil on them. I've rubbed off all the oil that I can Well, I washed them first actually with soap. Apparently, it's an old cast iron thing that you're not supposed to wash it with soap. I still avoid washing my cast iron with soap just because I don't want to strip off the seasoning. But because I'm about to re-season it anyway, I did wash them with soap. I got 2 kilos of chicken thighs. I'm just giving you bullet points now of what I was yapping about. I got 2 kilos of chicken thighs, which is they were skin on, bone in, and I deboned them and took the skin off, and now I'm using that. I've roasted it in the oven, the bones and the skin, and now I'm using that in my stock. I also made roast chicken. Did I already say that? See, I can't remember what I said or not. I think I've already said that. I made roast chicken, so I'm using the carcass from that in the stock as well. I am using my front camera now because I can't be asked to set up my camera, and not camera, it's my phone. I can't be asked to go set it up again. I might as well go in the sunlight now, why not? Whoa! That's why not. Okay, out the sunlight. Alright, we can have this lighting for now. I am still cutting, but I have changed the amount of calories that I'm having. I increased it by about 100 because I'm losing weight slightly too fast. I was talking to AI, flame me all you want. I was talking to Perplexity, you know, that AI. I was only talking to it because I know it sources its information from online, you know. So I was confident enough in its abilities to tell me the truth. But I figured that, you know, losing, because I've lost about 4.5 kilos in 4 weeks, and I'm like, okay, I'm losing weight a bit too fast here. So I went on there and I was like, yo, am I losing weight a bit too fast? And it was like, you might be, but you might not be. Like, check if your strength has gone down. And my strength on certain things has gone down like considerably, I would say. Like on my curls, I've lost about 2 kilos. On like dumbbell curls, I've lost 2 kilos. Bench has gone down, but that's because I haven't been benching. Everything else is like kind of staying the same. I'm not really losing, but I'm not gaining. So yeah, I feel like I can chill out a bit with the extreme cutting. So I was at 2,050 calories per day, about 150 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbs, and 60, like low 60s grams of fats per day. But now I've increased it to 2,150 calories. I just added 100 calories, and I've kept the percentages of the macros the same. So nothing's different really. You know, a couple grams more for each macronutrient. So yeah, because I am 75 kilo right now, which is strange. It feels weird because I'm used to being 80 kilo, and like 8 months ago I was used to being 85 kilo because I've gone on 2 quite large cuts. So yeah, it's strange to think that before I used to be 85 kilo, and that wasn't like particularly heavy to me. I used to be like 86 kilo, and anything below that would be like quite light. At my heaviest I was 90 kilo, which is crazy. I had quite a lot of, you know, puffiness in the face. Yeah, it was all a conscious decision, I guess. When I look back at how I used to look right now, I think, whoa, I was large, but back then I wasn't, you know, as fast. But lean is law. Lean is law, okay? You look a lot better lean, but I was willing to sacrifice being lean. I didn't really care back then. I was just trying to pack on some size. Kind of worked, but also I didn't need to be that big. But yeah, that's what I've done with all that now for the calories and stuff. But I have changed my upper lower blah blah blah. I just feel like it was getting a bit stale, and I was doing it anyway. I was doing upper lower push pull legs or something of the sort. Push pull legs might have been in a different order, but I was still doing that, you know, that kind of style. I was just picking and choosing when I would do upper lower, and when I would do push pull legs, kind of deciding on the day how I felt and what was recovered, which is, you know, it's an okay way to go. It's perfectly fine. In fact, there's nothing wrong with that, but I just like being a bit more organized in the things that I'm doing. So I like to have my days laid out ahead of me. My rest days aren't laid out ahead of me because I don't like having the rest days laid out, because I don't know how fast I'm going to recover. That's just me personally. If you know how long it's going to take for you to recover, then, you know, maybe lay out some rest days. On to Star Wars now. I feel like I want to watch some Star Wars today. I want to watch Rogue One. I don't really know what I should watch. Because I put a post on Reddit, okay, and Reddit, they were useless. The people in Reddit were useless, except for except for one of them. My phone's on 5% battery. Oh gosh. Let me wrap this up quick. Okay, hello, you have a new camera angle. My phone's on charge. I'm still gonna wrap it up quick, but I wanna watch Rogue One. I don't know if I'm supposed to watch Rogue One next. I watched episode 1 through 6 in that order. People were telling me you watched it in the wrong order. I just watched it. I was aware that I didn't watch it in chronological order, as in like real life chronological. I didn't watch it in the order that they released. That was a conscious decision because I wanted to watch episodes 1 through 6 in order. But I want to watch Rogue One next. I feel like that's the right move. But also someone said something about Naboo. I don't know what that is. I think it's a series. So I don't know if I'm going to watch that because I'm not really a big series guy. I like watching films. So that's kind of my plan for today. But apart from that, I've got like 1.3 kilos of chicken thighs that I'm going to slow cook tonight. I thought that I should have marinated them, but I guess slow cooking is kind of like marinating them while they cook. Just a theory, just a glimpse into how chef my mind is. But yeah, thank you for watching today. It was day number 132, I think. It's going to be day number 200 so fast, and that's going to feel crazy. It's going to be day one. What is it? What's half of 365? Well, obviously there is no exact half because it's an odd number. Was it 182 or one? One of those two. And it's going to be half a year so soon. That's crazy. But yeah, thank you for watching. Follow me on Heavy if you want. You can just steal all my workouts on there. It's a app that I use to track my workouts, like log my workouts even. Yeah, I have the upgraded version, but obviously you don't need the upgraded version. I just love the app. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just think it's a very useful tool, especially if you're new to the gym, but just even if you're an avid gym goer and you've been going to the gym for a long time, I think tracking your workouts is key. Yeah, so Heavy if you want. Yeah, I will link my new split in there. How about that? There's some incentive to go track your workouts. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will talk to you next time. Okay, bye bye.